I caught my wife cheating on me over 2 years ago, but our marriage is so perfect that I've secretly let it continue without saying a word. 2 years ago, I came home early from work on a Tuesday afternoon. Nothing dramatic brought me there. A meeting got canceled, the office felt pointless, and I figured I'd surprise her with lunch. Her car was in the driveway. Another car I didn't recognize was parked right behind it. Black sedan, out-of-state plates, engine still warm. I remember standing on the front walkway, keys in my hand, telling myself there was a reasonable explanation. A coworker, a repairman, someone's broken down car. I walked in through the side door, the one that doesn't creak. I heard sounds coming from the guest room at the end of the hall. Not loud, but unmistakable. I stood there for maybe 10 seconds, hand still on the door handle, and the only thing I felt was a strange, hollow calm. No explosion, no rage, just silence where the anger should have been. Then I turned around, walked back to my car, and drove to a diner 2 towns over. I ordered a coffee I didn't drink and sat in a booth for an hour staring at nothing. I drove back to the office and finished out the day, answered emails, sat through a call, acted completely normal because for reasons I still can't fully explain, I wasn't ready to blow everything up. That night, she made my favorite dinner, kissed me when I walked in, asked about my day like nothing in the world had changed. I looked at her face across the table and searched for some crack in the surface. There was nothing there. Here is the thing that makes this whole situation impossible to explain to anyone who hasn't lived it. Our marriage is genuinely, undeniably great. Not in a comfortable routine kind of way, in a real way. We still talk for hours after the kids are asleep. She still laughs at things I say like she means it. She reaches for my hand in parking lots without thinking, just automatically, like breathing. 3 years ago, I had a surgery that was more serious than I let on to most people. She took 2 full weeks off work, slept in the hospital chair the first 2 nights, and never once made me feel like a burden. She brought me home, made soup from scratch, and read to me when I was too tired to hold a book. That is the woman I married. Whatever was happening in that guest room did not erase a single hour of what we had built together. So instead of confronting her, I started paying attention, quietly, carefully. The same black sedan appeared maybe twice a month, always on a Tuesday or Thursday, always between 11 and 1, always gone well before I was supposed to be home. She never acted differently afterward. No guilt, no distance, no overcompensating. Just herself, completely and consistently herself, and that almost made it harder to carry than anger would have. I had a friend run the plate once. I am not proud of that. The name that came back meant nothing to me. No face, no history. Just a name attached to a stranger who parked in my driveway twice a month while I sat at my desk 30 miles away. I thought about digging further, finding a photo, building a full picture of who he was. I decided against it. Knowing exactly who he was would have made him real in a way I did not want him to be real. He was easier to carry as an abstraction than as a person with a face and a life. What I figured out over those 2 years is something I couldn't have understood before I lived it. Whoever he is, he does not get her Sunday mornings. He does not know that she drinks her coffee with too much cream and apologizes for it every single time like it is a personal failing she has never corrected. He has never seen her cry at the end of a movie she has already watched 3 times, or talk to our dog in the voice she uses for no one else, or fall asleep mid-sentence on a long drive and wake up 20 minutes later to finish the thought like no time passed. He does not know what her real laugh sounds like, not the polite one, the one that catches her off guard and takes over her whole face. I know all of it, every version of her. Every ordinary Tuesday morning, every disagreement we worked through, every late night where one of us was struggling and the other just showed up without being asked, every moment we quietly chose each other without making it a production. He gets 40 minutes on a Tuesday. I get the rest of her life. I am not telling this story because I have it figured out. I am not telling it because I think what she is doing is right, or because I've arrived at some clean philosophical peace with it. I am telling it because last week she grabbed my face with both hands in the kitchen, completely unprompted, looked me straight in the eyes and said, "I love you," in a voice with no performance in it at all. Just the truth, plain and direct, the way she speaks when she really means something. I looked her in the eyes. I believed her. I still do.